And good evening. Welcome to the Gary Brodsky Show, starring Gary Brodsky. And I like to begin with a story that's almost funny. Oh, by the way, this show is brought to you by GaryBrodsky.com. And for those of you who are not signed up, you sign up now, you get a free ebook, How to Charm the Pants of Women. You're going to like that one. If you don't already have it, get it. Just sign up. That's it. No strings attached. No salesman will call. Story kind of funny, but it's really not funny. My friend joined this dating service, like one of those, online dating things. And he was telling me what happened, and I just couldn't stop laughing. He went on this date. He said, it was, she was good looking. They were laughing. It's good so far, right? Having fun, getting along, holding hands. This is about where the good part ends. Then he kissed her on the hand, and she started going, "Oh my God, you're a sexual predator." She started going nuts, and she opened up her purse looking for mace, and he just left. So that's the world we were sort of building for ourselves, where there is no sexuality, no romance. Getting along with a woman, now you need the United Nations to liberate that one. And it has become so, I hear this thing a lot. The zombie apocalypse. Well, it's really happening. This is what the zombie apocalypse looks like. And you see it everywhere. Every party, every gathering, every social place, every kid, everybody is sitting there looking at this thing, this fucking piece of shit, a smartphone, which is actually the best thing about it. I can do the show with this. That's the best thing. Second best, I can get the weather on there. It's more accurate. I can also look out the window, but people really have become obsessed with cell phones, video games, where they have lost their sexuality totally. When you lose your sexuality, you lose your power. You lose everything everybody does is for sex. But let's be realistic. Guys work out to look good for sex. Women go and, all the gyms and the hair and everything else. Why? For sex. To be sexually attractive is basically why we're here. To create other kids who are supposed to live a life better than us. And then they changed it. You didn't change it. They changed it to now we have a culture where everybody says it's a male patriotic rape culture. Now, if I had just landed here from another planet and was watching the liberal media, I would think every guy was running around naked, raping the hell out of women. But the reality is, guys don't even get dates anymore. I've known a lot of people my whole life. A lot on the bad side. I never met one guy who even thought of rape. I never met a guy who even hit a woman. I met guys that said, "Oh, I came close." That's about as far as it got. But they have you think that every guy is abusive. This is what they're doing to women. And they have men thinking every woman is totally non-receptive. And this is what we have now. Is, well, okay, cats and iPhones or smartphones, whatever the fuck they call them, is the culture. That's it. No more sexuality. What do I need a woman for? Huh. I got this. Oh man, I got this. I am. Whoa, what? Yeah, taken to out for drinks later, going to a hotel. That's how people live. And every guy is programmed, just like the Romans programmed them. We're doing tomorrow. The game. Don't even ask me what I had in mind. I gotta watch the game. And when you say the game, so there's only one game. Not a game, the game. It's called Bread and Circuses. Look it up. Julius Caesar said, give people entertainment and we can take everything they have. including their spirit and will to fight back. I guess he was wrong, huh? And no, he was not the first emperor of Rome. He was not even an emperor. But most people don't actually know shit. It's called the dumbing down of America. If you're dumbed down, it is not your fault. It's mine. What the fuck, right? Oh, tonight's live stream question. Hi, Gary. Awesome. This question is for the show. Why on social media do women post their body naked and half naked? Thanks. I don't know why, but I'm glad they do, and I'm glad you see it. At least it's something. I actually enjoy those pictures. Real women to me are beautiful. Some not so beautiful, but regardless, at least they're still sexual. Pretty soon you're going to see, I mean, you know, you talk about posting on Facebook. Most of the time I see posts of cats. That's what I see. Like, wow, here's a cat sitting in a box. That makes my day. And those tests on Facebook, let me tell you something about those tests. What does this say about you? What is your personality like? What is your true color? What color is your aura? And you take those tests, and that goes right into a database, and you are profiled. So just advice from me, don't take those tests. You know, even this one, what Native American tribe are you part of? I did that just for fun, change the answers every time. I only have 3 answers. Cherokee, Apache, and Sioux. That's it. But they know what you like, what you don't like, what you eat, what you don't eat, how you feel about women, how you feel about this, how you feel about that, everything. And that goes into something called the Matrix. Okay. Questions hitting about Facebook. I'm not going to go in there. If you have any questions, Gary Brodsky 123@AOL.com. Now we got a question. And the thing just closed up on me. Okay. James, good evening and thank you. Good evening, Gary. I'm sick of the gay faggot shit. I just read them as they come in. Being pushed on everybody in North America. North America, try worldwide. Tide laundry detergent now has a commercial with a gay couple talking about laundry. Cheerios has a commercial with 2 faggots who met on a blind date and they adopted a little girl. What the fuck does that have to do with cereal? Do we need to go to Russia to avoid this shit or what? And here's the links to the commercials. Thank you so much. Can you resend it so I can look at those links later? In every society, right before the fall, and this is a fact, and I am not anti-gay, I am pro-God, and you can't be both. Can't be both. I am really sorry if that fucks you up, but you can't be both. Before any society falls, Rome fell not because of any of the things you may have read. Read more. It fell because of gay secret societies taking it over. Look what's happening in America today. They're busting pedophile rings, gay sex rings, underage, all over the place. That's what the wealthiest people in the world do for fun. Me? I go to the gym more, you know. I give it away to all my friends. Johnny Carson gave away most of his money not to ever get blackmailed about losing his money. There was not enough money there. I can get into the whole show about that, but I don't feel like dying tomorrow, so we'll have to wait for that. Yeah, it's that severe, that crazy, and it is happening daily. I know I'm going to get flagged for using offensive speech. In a country built on freedom of speech. Isn't that weird? Good question, Chris. I have to say this. Hi, Chris. Okay. Reversal of toxoplasmosis. For those of you who do not know what toxoplasmosis is, it is called the Jezebel spirit in the Bible. It is a spirit that makes men weak and submissive to women, and it makes women really bitchy. It is a proven illness. You see mice who get it are not afraid of cats. It's where the word pussy whip came from. Pussy cats. Seriously. And then women get it and men pick it up, and it's just not a good thing. Read about toxoplasmosis. All you got to do is type in TOXO, and it'll come up with all the symptoms on that. So, okay, reversal of toxoplasmosis. Here's some more evidence that taking Mediterranean oil reverses toxoplasmosis. And yes, it's on my site, and yes, it does work. Mine is right here. Oregano oil. It works. But people with toxoplasmosis tend not to want to fix themselves. This is a problem. So, GaryBrodsky.com, drop-down menu supplements. Please get it. And then biologically, you can't be pussy whipped. Think about that. Is that worth like $60? Okay. Sorry about going off, I gotta read this. Here's some more evidence that Mediterranean oil reverses toxoplasmosis. I was at a friend's place recently and there were a couple of cats in the house. One jumped on me and I actually said out loud, "Get this fucking thing away from me." Chris. Yeah, the obsession with cats and talking about the fall of empires. Proven again in history, if people read anymore. I don't think so, because I haven't sold an ebook in like centuries. And I actually spent time writing a couple of 100 pages. Nobody likes to read. Nobody likes to read. No one likes to read? The New World Order makes sure their kids read. Why should they have an edge on you? So if I could give any message tonight, read. Okay, the Egyptian Empire fell when they started worshiping cats. They became docile. The men became emasculated. Mark Antony would not, he was Augustus' general, take over Egypt because Cleopatra told him not to. He got pussy whipped. That's absolutely a fact. So Augustus sent the message, if you can't take over Egypt, fall on your own sword. And he was being funny. He didn't know that this guy was really whipped. That was like the first historical pussy whipping. And the guy actually fell on his own sword. Then Lucullus came and just wiped him out. So they didn't fight back. Why? Toxoplasmosis. But the Mediterranean oregano oil, which grows in that area, had migrated to Rome. So we got the real stuff. The other stuff will do some. This will do all. GaryBrodsky.com, drop-down menu supplements. It works. Next question. Hey, how you doing? Garrett, shut up and listen up. I like that. Feminism and effeminate men are everywhere. It's time to alpha up right now. Go buy something from GaryBrodsky.com and then go to your window, stick your head out and scream, "I'm mad as hell and I'm not going to take this anymore." Alpha up. And thanks for what you're doing, Gary. Thank you for watching. And thank you for this little plug here. You're absolutely right. It is everywhere now. I used to get phone calls from, and I have this actually. I will listen to any telephone marketer because I believe in freedom of trade. There are guys that are, "Oh, you have any?" I have a machine that screens for telephone marketers. Really, I just hang up if I don't like them. That's my machine. But people call me up from all over the world now and try to imitate the voice. And some of these guys are pretty good. And that voice is everywhere. I was going to play it, but I don't want to get sued by the guy who has the voice. And, I guess there's nobody here to impersonate the voice. That guy Danny's good at it. And I'll tell you something else. This is how men talk today. And they wonder why they ain't getting laid. They wonder why. And now, if you've heard about this, well, before I drink some soda, of course, I'll get back to it. There's a new rule on how men can sit. They want to pass that in New York. Like, New York isn't fucked up enough. We got to do some more shit to it, But anyway, I'm going to have a quick soda break with my new type of soda. Drenamian soda, yes, made by the horse himself. Okay, soda break. I'll be right back. Make sure you stay tuned and go to GaryBrodsky.com. Okay, now I'm going to try to do this. This is not the world's greatest camera, but I do know how to work it. Okay, I've said this before. Alpha guys usually sit a little big. Oh, you can't see the legs. They want guys to sit like this, not like this. Look at this fucking pecs, huh? And that's going to be in New York. It's called man sitting. They don't like it. Feminism is not about rights anymore. It's about taking away men's rights. Very cleverly hidden, like they do now. Soda on the floor. Now everything is feminist, feminist, feminist. Gay, 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 gay. I don't know why they don't put me on mainstream media. That was a joke, by the way. I was on mainstream media once. They didn't, actually 4 times. They did not like, what I said, because we definitely don't want any truth out there, do we? All right, Danny is here. How you doing, Dan? All right. Buon anno nuovo. You too. Thank you. Much love to you and my friend. How was your Christmas and New Year's? Excellent. 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 You're right. This feminist thing is out of control. I'm listening to James Brown. It's a man world. That's our anthem right there. That's true. I can play it, but then I'll mute out the whole video. But one thing I like about James Brown, outside of his music and everything else, is he wrote that. It's one of his best lyrics. It's just something, I used to write lyrics, and I never thought of that one. He did. It worked. Every time I know it's James Brown. See, that's how my James Brown impersonation. Very quick. I'll do one Christopher Walken imitation. Ready? I don't know. That's it. But yes, I am here tonight. Like these new fireproof cigarettes. All right. Friend zoned? Just kidding. Okay. You have mentioned countless times that when a woman calls you an asshole, etc., when a woman says how sweet you are and how nice you are, fucking run. That's absolutely true. And science has proven this. ABC News actually had to prove this. Women like the rebel, the bad guy. That's why why do women date jerks? Why do women date this? What? There's a reason. Now, I had a webinar recently called, how to treat women like crap and get them to love you. And people were sending me emails. I'm afraid to sign up. It's politically incorrect. They're brainwashing everybody. And I know women, and they will tell me they hate it when a guy is nice and doting on them. And what do you do today? No. Actually, if you want to treat women right, it is not by being super obsequious and nice to them. There is a style. Look at Fonzie. Look at James Bond. Look at all the guys from the past before the, politically correct empire has taken over. And you'll see they weren't exactly nice, but they made women want them. There's a difference between being nice for the sake of being nice, which I think is a great thing, and being sexually attractive. And being sexually attractive and being nice are not the same thing. Bad guys finish first. That's when I was a kid. The first thing I wanted, and this is a funny story, and I'll show you how it worked, was a black leather jacket. I did not grow up wealthy. So I had to save my allowance, it was like $1.50 a week. And I bought a leather jacket. I was like 14. And I'm going out to meet chicks, that's it. Put on a leather jacket. At 14, I weighed about 103 pounds, and I was about 5'1". Between 15 and 16 I grew, but I wasn't at that age yet. So I'm walking on the beach where people used to hang out and have fun and make out. And there were like packs of girls. And this is during the autumn. In the summer, it was always packed, different type of beach than you'll see today. Guys laying on girls, girls laying on guys, guys sleeping under a blanket with a girl. That's what it used to be. Not anymore. Well, anyway, back to my story. I'm walking along the beach with this leather jacket, being like Mr. Cool. And three really pretty girls in front of me go, hey, I'll get one out of three, right? So I'm walking over real cool, this tall, skinny like this, right? And I go, hey, how you girls doing, all right? In about 3 seconds, they took my leather jacket off of me, buried it in the sand, and started dancing around it, singing, if you want it, here it is, come and get it. And then left. And I'm like a moron trying to dig it out, finding it. Finally found it. So it doesn't end there. I used to hang out at the Oak Bar, no, the Oyster Bar at the Plaza Hotel. Oak Bar too occasionally. And I met this girl, really pretty. Nice, you know, dark hair, really nice green eyes. And I actually went up and said this to her, and I wasn't being funny. I said, wow, you look familiar. She said, so do you. So we started talking, wound up in her hotel room. She was doing some presentation for, you know, people. There used to be real companies in America. And I kept saying, you know, well, you look familiar. I'm not using this line, obviously, to pick you up. And she goes, so do you. I just can't place it. And this is now I'm in my 20s. And I go, I know who you are. She goes, who? I said, if you want it, here it is, come and get it. She's like, wow, yeah, I buried your jacket. And that showed you. Okay, it worked. It took a while, but it worked. Okay, we get to some questions, but that's a true story. Women with beta men. In this fucked up world we live in, where only under the New World Order can things happen, I still hear stories sometimes of beta guys telling me of getting laid. Simply from a psychological point of view, how is this possible? As Buddha said, no, he didn't say that. He said even a drowning man will grab the end of a sword. They talk with effeminate voices, behave like beta, apologize for everything. How can a woman fuck that? There's no alphas out there. I'm sure the sex is horrible. I know for a fact that women are ugly 99% of the time. That the women are ugly 99%. I'm wondering all I'm wondering is, will women, especially ugly women, really go to bed with a guy just because he's persistent, they desperately need attention? In general, women do need attention. But in general, they don't want it from betas. But you live in New York, which is basically the beta capital of the world. So, out of desperation, yeah. And let me ask you something, Dan. Out of desperation, would you go with an ugly girl? Think about that one. I know I have. Some of the best times of my life, too. From skanks to behemoths, I cover them all. And Dan, I don't know if you know what a behemoth is. You're from Brooklyn, okay? Girl questions. Okay. Time for some more soda. A salute. Okay, I'm back. GaryBrodsky.com. Go there. Buy stuff. Thank you. All right, questions. If you have questions, there's some new views here. And you want to get me with a question, it's quite all right. GaryBrodsky123AOL.com. You type it in, you send it, I get it, I answer it. Life is that simple. Cigarette? Remember? I remember when I was young, my father said, always carry a cigarette lighter in case you have to light a woman's cigarette. Not today. What are the advantages of smoking? Ashtrays and cigarette lighters are dirt cheap. People always say to me, you know, if you didn't smoke, do you know how much money you'd have? Here's the comeback. You don't smoke. Yeah, I don't. How much money do you have? Shuts them right the fuck up. I've heard the funniest things about smoking. I had a bench off in the gym. Let me just tell you what that is. Who could bench the most weight for the most reps? And I won. It wouldn't bother me if I lost. I was just amazed that I won because it was like young powerlifters and stuff like that. So instead of now putting the smoking down, you know what they said? Yes, because you get that nicotine boost. That's why you won. Okay, maybe they're right. I don't know. I never thought of it that way. All right, got some new questions here. Wow, a lot of questions. Hey, Max, how you doing? Great man here. A very important question. What's the difference between being nice and sexually attractive? I'm going to give that a lengthy answer. Being nice is, I'm going to use the phone as a prop. Yes, is there anything I can do for you? You got to have that voice. You got to have it. Are you sure you're okay? Yeah, I'm going to see you Friday, right? You're going to be there, okay? That's being nice and obsequious. This is being sexual. Yeah, Friday. Be there, okay? I don't want to hear your shit. Okay, goodbye. That turns women on. Because being self-assured almost comes off as being rude or arrogant. Now think about this. Women who blow you off and like, yeah, you know, okay, Friday's fine. Fuck you. And they change the dates and they do cancellations. They make you want them more, right? The same thing that women do to men that drives men crazy works on women only 10 times better. You know, women do this. All of them do it. I don't know. I've dated women from every country in the world, except Antarctica. And that's going to start next week. And they all know how to do the silence treatment very well. I mean, I know one that does the silence treatment so well, I start to doubt my own existence. If you do it back, they go nuts in like, you know, no time flat. But I'm trying to find, no, wrong phone. I keep my phone unplugged a lot because I am basically by trade a writer. And I keep getting calls, hey, you got to hear this voice. And I'm like, I'm an addict for that shit. Joel, hey, good evening. How you doing? Happy New Year to you. I had a great time playing some poker at Mohegan Sun earlier this week. It would be an honor to play a game with you sometime. Only one rule, no mojo bags allowed when we play each other. Joel, I'd love to. Where's my mojo bag? I usually keep it right here. But I have a ton of stuff here. Okay. We'll put the mojo bag in the middle of the paper, middle of the table, and we'll both win. Hey, good evening, Dr. A. And thank you again. How you doing? Good. Well, yes, this is for me. That's good. I don't know what the deal is with this so-called man-sitting bullshit. Sounds like an Indian. Sitting bullshit. Now, fucking feminist women and Finocchio males blindly following them can't tell me how to sit in a goddamn chair. Isn't it really amazing? And thank you, Dr. Alpha. Isn't it really amazing that now they're going to tell you how to sit? And in other countries, they're telling you how to piss. That guys should piss sitting down. This is a disgusting story. I'm going to tell it to you, everybody. I tried pissing sitting down once. I said, what the heck? I'm going to give it a shot. You know what happened? This is disgusting. I started. I got to finish it, right? The piss went between the toilet seat and the toilet, and this shit was just a nightmare, okay? And I'm sure it's happened to you. If it has, please let me know. I don't want to feel like I'm alone in this shit. A lot of good questions here. To answer your question, yes, I've done a few uglies. I knew it, Dan. Why not? Right? It's better than a fucking movie, especially if there's nothing else around. I miss your slogan. You took it off. Any woman, anytime, anywhere. Yeah. Oh, I didn't take it off. The web service would not put it up there. Again, in the country that was bred and fought for freedom of speech, I have the YouTube team, the Facebook team, and the hosting teams on my ass. I had a few other slogans too. It's okay. I don't know if you got tired of it. No, I didn't. But a woman, anytime, anywhere, really does apply. I remember some woman telling me, why didn't you move sooner? You had me in 10 minutes. I said, wow, it took hours when all it was minutes. Do you ever feel like that? Not aware of your own power? No. Sorry. By the way, Ustream is blowing your show up with ads. Really annoying. You better be getting cut out of this, sir. You know, it's funny. That show, actually, I put it up on YouTube. I put every show up on YouTube. Give them thumbs up, okay? But every show gets blown out with ads, and that's because it gets that many views. And I'm glad about that. Yes, and I do get a cut out of it. But actually I get PC, promotional consideration, not political correctness. Hey, I got this new Puma jacket, huh? Because sales actually go up when I wear the shit. So I'm reaching people. But it's on YouTube, they don't blast you with commercials. So, no, good commercials means a lot of viewers. A customer tried to get me in shit. I don't know what that means, but okay. Because my voice was too low. Then I was talking to him on the phone. Absurd. Yeah, actually, I took a temporary job. They didn't know it was temporary. I did. Because they needed a place to hang out in the city between appointments. This is really true. At the Learning Annex. It's not a secret. And I was wearing a short sleeve shirt, which everybody else was wearing. But because my arms have tattoos and are big, they told me it's making too much of a masculine statement. Can I please not wear those shirts anymore? I mean, I couldn't give a fuck, you know. I said, no, I can't. I'm going to wear the shirts I want. If he could wear it, I could wear it. Well, they told me, okay, I no longer need it. I could care less because I was just using it at a rest stop. And that's the society we have today. It's pretty damn sad. And that was years ago. Now, what's funny is the guy who fired me, he got fired. And this guy was like the voice and everything, so I can just imagine what's up there now. Yeah, I did a seminar on picking up women. 1,200 people. They expected 30. And it was a 3-part thing. I did 2 parts, and they decided to fire me because I had a wild crowd. A couple of biker club guys, you know, stuff like that. And they brought in one of those dating girls, I'm not going to mention his name, and he came up there with the voice, and they beat him up. I mean, I wasn't there. So they didn't pay me because he fucked up. Okay, it's now on the halfway mark. So let's have some more questions. Gary Brodsky 123 at AOL.com. Otherwise, I will just sit there and stare at my cell phone. And go to GaryBrodsky.com. Everything's on sale right now because I haven't had time to go in the back room, take the sale off. So it takes me like 2 or 3 hours. So here's your chance. And Mr. T's watching the show going, give me the same chance. A message to all men. That rules out in New York and California, doesn't it? I said it before and I will say it again. We don't have to ask permission to be men. That is great. Nor do we have to ask forgiveness. We don't even have to demand freedom from the oppression that men face nowadays. We're men, we can simply do something about it. Now is as good a time as any. Absolutely. People are waiting for like something to come in the mail. Oh, look what I got in the mail here. Let's see what I got. Oh, you can now act like a man. Oh, thanks. You know, people are now controlled by ultimate brainwashing. And I know how brainwashing works probably better than anybody out there, except my old friend Charlie. And I know how it's being applied and how you can apply it. And if you want a great audio about really brainwashing, and if anybody's heard, please let me have your feedback. The Magic of Charles Manson, the greatest pickup artist that has ever lived in recorded history. We're talking about a guy with no money, no looks, showing you don't need money, you don't need looks, that had 300 women living with him. And I've got it all on the Charles Manson. That's only part one. So if anybody's heard the Magic of Charles Manson, let me know what you think of it. And get back to me, Gary Brodsky 123 at AOL.com before the show ends. I'll be here. Okay, and the winner is, remember I used to have good movies? Huh, not, wrong button, okay. Does shooting guns and practicing swinging samurai swords around for a few minutes the same way you do on the V-stairs increase your testosterone? Absolutely. In fact, there are ways to increase your testosterone without taking steroids. One of them, and this is proven by Health Max Incorporated and by some German company I can't pronounce, that by doing manly stuff, your testosterone levels go way up. Throwing punches. I like using the sword because I studied it. And yeah, men doing men's things, even when boys played in tree houses, built your testosterone up. Staring at girls' asses builds your testosterone up. Stuff that guys don't do anymore. This doesn't build up shit except it fries your brain. So just mentioning that. Yeah. And one of the best ways to build really powerful testosterone is, as we all know and hate, but now I'm going to be doing it 3 times a week, squats. And for women, if you want to have a great ass, squats. That cardio machine works like this. It puts estrogen into your system and you get fatter and fatter and fatter. You want to do cardio? Do 10 minutes. Just go to YouTube and watch basic training in the military. You see if you can do 10 minutes of their workout. You're not sitting there like this. Yeah, I'm a warrior. No. Heavy weights, squats, manly stuff. Even play fighting, which usually turns into a real fight in a lot of cases, will build up testosterone. Hey, Danny, how are you? Good evening, Gary. I'm in high school, 10th grade. How do I approach women there? They're all in cliques, and they're hard to run into by themselves. Great show, by the way. Thanks, Danny. All right, 10th grade is like the age where you can fuck up or do really good. And I just got to tell you, you're probably being too nice. If they're in cliques, fine. Start your own clique. Do stuff like this. Girl says to you, you walk by a girl, you know something, I don't want to hear your shit today. Just act like the worst scumbag that ever lived. Play what's called the rejection game. Do whatever is necessary to try to piss them off. Get their imagination going. And I used to do this in school too, and I was in the 10th grade as well, for 5 years. Just kidding about that. It's a joke before they post that shit up on Google. I actually was in the 10th grade for 1 year. And that's when I discovered this. I became the friend of every girl. This guy cheats on me. This guy treats me like shit. This guy, he doesn't answer. He doesn't return phone calls. Then it hit me. All these guys have women. I got women complaining about these guys. So I'm going to be worse than them. Next day I go to school, and I always out there waiting for me because we used to be able to smoke outside school, so no big deal. And the girl goes, you know what? Yeah, this guy Peter, I said, I don't want to kill your shit right now. And I went overboard. I said, hey, Gary, can I talk to you? Fuck you. I don't want to hear your crap. Do you have an extra cigarette? Yeah, if you blow me. I became like the biggest dick in one day. All of a sudden, I was nailing one after the other, after the other, after the other. It's that easy. It took guts to pull it off, but it worked. But that'll change your life. Don't try to get into the cliques, because then you're coming from neediness. Be your own clique. When a girl comes up to you, it's not your opportunity to get the girl, it's your opportunity to piss her off. And if you piss her off, guess what? She's thinking about you when she goes home. She's doing the work for you. So I hope that helped out there, Danny. Hey, Janelle. Sorry. Somebody sent me a funny question. Hey, Gary, this guy offered me a job as a partner in a new startup company. How should I negotiate my starting salary? I don't want to demand an amount that's too high. I was thinking around $70,000 plus commission. Of course, the company grows, I could demand more. Well, I can answer that question. You know, it's a startup company, so it's kind of hard to negotiate. But, and this is a way to take over a company, is go the extra mile. If you're making that company more money than they ever thought they'd make, and if they lose you, they'll lose money, you can negotiate anything. I did that with a printing company. I took over one of the biggest printing companies, well, they folded eventually, in Brooklyn. I kept bringing them customer after customer after customer onto my company, which meant I could bring it to another printer anytime they wanted. And just by virtue of the fact that I control the customers, and they're paying me $200 a week for phone calls and other expenses, $200 a week plus commission, I was able to, they had owed me so much in commission, and I had all control of all their clients because they got lazy. I didn't. I took over their company, which got me into printing a lot of comic books for a lot of people. And if anybody remembers, I was in the comic business, and I tanked the whole market because I flooded it. Sorry. I still get shit about that from these comic wimps. Is it better to do the V effect once a day or every other day? As much as possible. That V effect is incredible. Now, if you could tell me, Max, please, what audio that V effect is on, because I get so many emails about that V effect and how it's changed people's lives. And that's proven by science. It's all on the audio. I just don't remember the name of the audio. So please get back to the name of the audio. I know a lot of people here would like to have that. Next question. Did you watch The Thief dinner scene? Check it out. I need your opinion on it. I haven't seen it. But send me a link. Please, send me a link. And now I'm going to have me need some silver. All right, Gary Brodsky 123@AOL.com, and get your asses over to GaryBrodsky.com. And Max, please tell me what audio program that V stance is on, because that builds testosterone, power, and confidence. Everything is scientific. That's why you got to get the audios. This show, I don't have the notes in front of me. I can't do it. Plus, some of this stuff offends people, and they pull this fucking video down if I go a little too far. Okay, some more soda and some more questions. I'm back. Okay, let's check out if there's any more questions here. So far, none. One second. Oh, somebody invited me to play Candy Crush Saga. Well, I guess I better run. That's what we become. Gamesters with no goals. Zombies who play games day and night. I don't know how the hell people do it. You want to be alpha? You want women? You want opportunity? You want respect? Stay away from the fucking games. And this, stay the hell away from them. Yeah, I'm using it now for a practical purpose. Not as my companion. This is not my girlfriend. This is not even my friend. So, get any last questions now? Get them in. Go to GaryRoss.com, occultforce.com, braintrainpower.com. The stuff works. I want to know what audio has that V stance in there. Standing like this, it builds testosterone, it builds muscle, it builds confidence. And I forgot what audio it's on. That's me. Is he going to answer me? No. Why? What the heck? I'll remember after the show, but I want to know during the show. I can't get to my audios right now. See, I'm doing this. Okay, please get back in that. And get back to anybody who's listening to one of the best audios on picking up women and controlling them, which is what guys want to do. Let's be realistic. Charles Manson. If that offends you, just let me know your dress size, and I'll cut you nice pattern hair, beautiful colors, and walk around. They want guys in dresses pretty soon. It's really happening. And it's happening right now. All right, will somebody get back to me with what audio that feast thing is on? Oh, just buy them all. You'll find it. But everything is now for sale at GaryBrodsky.com. Audios, check them out. They're all good. They all have something in there. How do I know? By the results. Okay, I'm not drinking more soda if I don't get any more questions. I'm just warning you about that shit. I will be doing a webinar called Divide and Conquer Yourself. See, that's something that nobody has thought of. Divide and conquer works. If you have problems, it pretty much consumes all of you, but there's a way, and I'm not going to get into it now, to divide and conquer your problems. Okay, let's get some music while I drink my soda. Okay, I'm back. Gotta unlock this, push this. Okay, got the thief scene. I'll be watching that later tonight. I could say a few things, but they'll pull this down, so I won't say them. Time for another cigarette. This may be my last of the night on the show. Thank you. Some girl said I have beautiful blue eyes. She's absolutely right. Some girl I know who's watching the show didn't realize I had blue eyes. And they said, wow, you have blue eyes. I never thought you just don't seem like the type that would have blue eyes. It's strange. She's watching. She's laughing right now. Okay, get in your last questions now, and then get over to GaryBrodsky.com for the big super sale. No, I can't mention all the bad stuff I did. This is going out on the air as a kid. But I was not one of the good kids, okay? Let's put it that way. But by the standards back then, I was just a regular guy, you know. Now, the grass is too long. I have a friend that got a ticket. This is just the true story. That his grass was like this much too long, and he got a big ticket. He actually, he's in the construction business, filled up his entire yard with cement. There's no grass. Really weird looking. But like, fuck them. I like that kind of attitude. Joe, CEO question. Thanks for the tip, Gary. I was actually already offered the position of CEO. This is a financial advertising company based on gathering client funds for investments. My partner is a skilled stock trader with a few million in assets in the market. That's great. I would take that job if I were you. If anybody wants to know how to become a CEO, just get a corporation. You're the CEO. When I started the comic book company, Saul Sun Publications, yep, it's in Wikipedia. I started out with $247. But I gave the appearance of having millions behind me. And that's the big difference. Everything is appearance. And it worked. Can you do an extension? Can you be more specific? You don't want to offend anybody here. You mean like one of these? Yeah. Like that? To get the alpha attitude, the confidence up. You know, if you're scared to do something and you just do this, all of a sudden your fear goes away. Even proven by every scientific group, if anybody could please mention any of the audio, that's on, because I'd like to re-listen to it myself. Oh, now the question's coming. Women like my eyes. Nothing about anything else, my eyes. Remember that joke? You got your father's eyes, give them back. I don't do one night of just bad fucking jokes. You know, they brought back the guillotine in America. You can look that up. And if I ever get the guillotine, the head lives for about 7 seconds. I know exactly what I'm going to say, because people can talk. It's actually proven. I'm going to do this. I ain't got nobody. That's it. Those are my last words. Can you do some overtime? If you get some more questions in here, I'd be happy to. How's that? That deal? We have a deal. Anybody second that? Anybody want overtime? Hey, let me check my watch. Yeah, we got time. You ever do that? People, you know, just out of nowhere, you know. It's like, what are you doing on Tuesday? They look at their watch. They tell you, I don't know. I'm telling you, somebody, anybody watching, a lot of people now, the Charles Manson audio. The audio you are afraid to buy. Do you want results, or do you want to sit there and go, what's all my women? Hey. And don't forget Occult Force. Occult is power. The New World Order uses it, makes you think it's evil, but it will get you what you want. See, if you don't know how to flirt right, you want to in that date situation I opened up with, where the girl sprays you with mace, they don't do that to badasses. And that was actually proven. They pulled this video down. I'll get that question in a second. This guy walks up to a girl with glasses. How you doing, with the voice and everything? She goes, get away from me. Changes his outfit, goes, hey, how you doing? Come here. Gets a hand job from this girl while his friend films it by just acting like a badass. I think I'm going to do it on a webinar called How to Be a Real Badass. Will anybody be joining that? Let me know, because I'm going into overtime at this moment. But I need some answers. I want answers. And one other thing. I don't want it sold to schools. I don't want their children. That's insomnia. All right. Everybody wants overtime. Yeah, sure. I got just that impersonation because I do it so goddamn well. Yeah, I've done it before. You're stuck. Oh, you're stuck. Yeah, it was all lies. They wanted to hear a lot of things. Mike Corleone did this, Mike Corleone did that, and I said, yeah, sure. Okay, anybody remember that one? Anybody know what the best thing about The Godfather is? I'll tell you. Women don't watch it. You could steal every line. That's why I like it. Okay, I don't remember which audio I heard it on, but I do remember it increases your testosterone by 40%. It's attracting women to the basics. Great audio. They're all good. Otherwise, I pull them down. I've recorded a lot of audio. This just doesn't have enough. And if you notice, my audios do not say, and I was this, and I was that. No, it comes right out with facts. Facts that work. Facts about mind control. Facts. Mind control is important because everything is mind control. I am an expert in mind control. These other guys call themselves gurus. Okay? They don't know shit. Where around my shit? Okay? No joking around. I was the real deal. Right here. Still a consultant. That's supposed to be a secret. There's no secrets anymore. Everybody knows everything about everybody else. Just letting you guys know, I studied with the best. Which Godfather movie is that from? Godfather Part 2. In fact, I was friends with Frank Grasso, the actor. And I used to call up his agent as him and get his agent really pissed off because I could do his voice that well. I don't get any good parts anymore. You give me crap. You give me shit. And then, yeah, the agent would call him back and start yelling at him. And it took him like an hour to figure out it was me. It's like, well, hey, what are you doing this to me for? What am I doing? We had a lot of fun together. Okay, hey Gary, you mentioned about giving free plugs on your show. I'm also a real estate agent. If you know anybody looking to buy or sell property in New York State, have them contact me. Strictly out for business. I also have a great brick oven pizza shop for sale in the Bronx. Do you want me to read the number out loud or not? Because technically I can't read a phone number out loud, so give me the name of a business or something you can Google. If I read a phone number out loud, this will never ever wind up on YouTube, and I'll pull it right down from the other place. So give me a contact website or something, or an email address. I can give that out. So I cannot give out the phone numbers. Neither can Alex Jones or anybody else. So that's against rules, and I understand why. But I'd be happy to promote your business, Send me anything you can, but I cannot give out phone numbers. I mean, I can, but then this will never get aired again. Nobody else will hear it. I don't want that. I know you don't want that. Hey, Chris, he doesn't care. Just kidding, Chris. I think I have enough soda for a little more time here. I wish I could play music, but we all know what happens with that, right? So back to women. If a guy doesn't have power and passion and boldness in the way he speaks to women, he ain't getting any women. If a guy has that goody boy outfit and look, you ain't getting women. If you're really nice to women, you'll be appreciated, but you ain't getting in bed with a woman. That's right. To get in bed, you got to have a touch of that hard edge. And where's my guarantee, I guess? Right here all the time. If, for any reason whatsoever, any of the audio any of the audio products, any of the supplements, any of the specialty items, any of the oils do not get you laid within 30 days, your money back plus, free of charge, the knife to cut it off with. That's right. Comes free of charge in the mail. Got a new one this week. Somebody gave it to me. It's for the Asians. See who's on the phone with me this week. He watches the show. All right. How long do you need to do the V stance? 2-3 minutes? I usually do 8 minutes a day. 2 rounds of 4 minutes, along with incantations. It's amazing. Yeah, I do it as much as possible. It does create a rush of guts, power, and everything else that men should want. And this is the V stance. And you could actually look it up. It's been on numerous studies. If a guy stands like this or a woman stands like this, doesn't matter. All of a sudden you get this rush of guts and power and strength. No, I'm not going to do that. It's going to offend people, I know. Hey, GR, how you doing? Hey, Gary, tonight's a good night to do the lustful wild sex ritual. Number 26 from the Powers of Darkness. It's a full moon tonight. Yep, it certainly is, and they certainly work. That book, How to Use the Powers of Darkness, is for sale at GaryBrodsky.com for like, I think, $19.95, or you can go to eBay and buy it for $2,000. That book has become part of every occultist library. I sold out 100,000 books in the first few days. And because it wound up in the wrong hands of the people who will abuse the shit out of it, I decided to just keep it private. So yeah, the rituals in there work. I do them. They don't fail. One guy called me up and said, I did it on this girl and I didn't get her. As I was talking to him, he goes, hold on one second. He goes, I got her. Thanks. Click. That was a lot of fun, actually. All right. If you're interested in for all your real estate needs, residential buildings or houses, if you want someone who knows how to purchase a Bronx pizza shop too, contact J. Altieri. That's J-A-L. All right. I don't want to get this wrong here. Start laughing, everybody. Okay. J-A-L-I-E. Okay, I gotta make this bigger. Contact. Oh, here it is. I can make it bigger. I just remember how to do this. JALTIERI9 Great guy to talk to also. I know. So if you have any business things you want going, give this guy a call. At worst case, you'll have a great conversation with a great man. That's the downside. Anything else, you'll make money. He is the best. And I'm serious about that. Okay, let's get to some silliness now. Let's get into that hour where I just woke up. Oh, here's a good one. God and women. I am not a fan of the occult. I feel it does not work for me. That being said, I know you said pray to God only for godly things, but didn't he create women? Yes, obviously. I thank you for blessing me with the abundance of women. It seems to work. Oh, women, yes. Also thanking him for life of abundance in things I love, which are man-made like money. Is that bad? No. I pray to God every day, but the occult is just an art or a practice. It's like a martial art. It's manipulation of energy. It is no satanic or spirit or evilness in the occult that I practice. It's just manipulation of energy. It's like this. I want to call this girl, but until I dial the numbers, it's not going to work. And I can pray to God all day, dial this phone for me. He's not going to dial it. So I dial it. She's receptive. The occult is manipulation of energy. That's all it is. There is satanic occult stuff, and occult is, what does occult mean? The word means hidden. So it's just a hidden way, a hidden practice to get what you want. And almost every society has been built, including this country, on occult practices because they work. Oh, I have a full glass. All right, time for some soda and time for some questions. Gary Brodsky, again, 123@AOL.com. People just joining us now. Saying, what the fuck are you still doing on here? No, I don't know what they're saying. Yeah. Yo. So again, back to picking up women. What drives women crazy? The same thing that drives you crazy. The passion for life, love, and desire. And this is a big thing coming up right here. When you approach a woman, you go, hi, how are you? You seem nice. I would like to take you out. It's not going to work. Hey, wow, how you doing? You seem great. I'm taking you out. When you put life into something, life goes into something. Most guys can't pick women because they don't know how to speak right. You got to know how to talk to women. Great audio. Ah, okay. Can you tell me more about your new book, The Book of Spells, and how the paper bag ritual worked for you? There's so many paper bag rituals, but I got to tell you, the Book of Spells has every discipline in there of every type of spell for everything in the world. And does it work? Absolutely. And it covers sacred writing and sacred drawings and everything, including religion. There is sacred writings, sacred rituals, sacred drawings that have been throughout the ages since the recorded history. There's always been sacred writing, sacred incantations, And as Dan said before, he doesn't believe in the occult, but yet the incantations do work for him. Incantations may be one of the most valuable audios you can get. For sale right now. How to do incantations to get anything, and it will work. It's scary how that works. Next, we're coming out with invocations, which is different, and it will be explained when I'm done with it. Still working on it. But yeah, incantations is incredible because that spans not really your own personal self. It'll bring you life. You do an incantation to get something, you're going to get it. Incantations at GaryBrodsky.com. God and fear. Psalm 27 says, "The Lord is my light and my salvation. Whom shall I fear? The Lord is the stronghold of my life. Whom shall I be afraid?" It always makes me tingle. If we're only God-fearing men, don't eliminate the fear from death, the fear of poverty, and even fear itself. Brilliant, and thank you. That's one of my favorite Psalms, 27. Because when you lose the fear, you know, they say that the thing that you feared has come upon you. If you walk around fearless, almost nothing can get to you. It's like there's a predatory universe, my interpretation. Now, even a shark will go for the person who seems to be in distress. Any predatory animal looks for the most in distress, and that's part of our nature too, to attack. So if you walk around without fear, even if you're faking it, you will not be attacked by the predatory, insane society we have today. People who live in fear don't live at all. So thanks for that one. I always love scripture. But it's absolutely true. The guy who is needy and desperate is not going to get a woman because he's coming from a point of fear. And I'm sure you've heard this. I know you've watched The Godfather 10,000 times. You can't ever negotiate from a position of fear. And I must recommend an audio, How to Be Cool. It's a forgotten art. It tells you how to walk without fear, how to practice. All the stuff men need today, not want, not should have, that you need. Because let's face it, in school, everyone wants to be the coolest guy. At that guy in high school, you want to be cool? $10. How to Be Cool. And it works. Because there are certain types of signals that guys give off that women pick up on, and other guys pick up on. You want to be the guy that all men fear and all women want to be with. Thanks a lot, Gary. Thank you. The people who run this world don't want you to hear what I am saying. Ask yourself, what do they fear? They fear their own downfall by the hands of the alpha males. Brilliant and absolutely a fact. That's why they don't want alpha males to say. That's why they're brainwashing guys to be babies. Brainwashing guys to be a bunch of pussies. Because they're afraid of alphas. Just as I was saying, be the man men fear. I got a whole bunch of audios on that. Hit it up at GaryBrodsky.com. Okay, I'm going to go one more song and now that show is over. Hello? I'm a Three Stooges fan, by the way. If anybody studies Wing Chun, this is called Wusao. It was invented by Curly. Sifu told me that joke. It's pretty funny, actually. But you know what's funny? It spans generations. You know, they didn't say this, you know, when I was a kid. Don't try this stuff at home. Because we weren't morons back then. The dumbing down of America has been a total and complete success. Total. Look up the dumbing down of America, Charlotte Isby. And boy, did they do that job good. All right. The Charles Manson mind control is awesome. It is by far my favorite. And what's really funny is people are afraid to buy it. Here's a guy who was the greatest pickup artist, I'll admit it, that ever lived. None of this beta bullshit. We went out and robbed houses for him. And the guy can't get a BJ from his own girlfriend. Learn from people who know what they're doing. As I always say, people say, well, it's Charles Manson. If you went to go learn how to shoot a gun, and John Dillinger was there, would you take a lesson from him? Absolutely. I don't judge. I just say, hey, here's good facts. They work. They're available to you now. Whoever just wrote that last email is absolutely right. It is the weirdest thing. They're ostracizing us, yet they need us. Alphas, we fight an enemy who is scared of us, who needs us, yet does not want us around. They are pussies to fight pussification. Defeat it. You must be an alpha because that's who wins in the long run. That's absolutely true. Absolutely true. That's why if there's a war against alphas, you got to go with what's the politically correct people do. Whatever they're against, I'm for. Whatever they're for, I'm against. Very simple science right there. Yeah, I will now sit like this, you know, and I'll get my voice. Okay, last question, because I'm smoking a cigarette. I don't like to cut off and milk a cigarette. You don't want to do that, right? Girls have silly questions. No, I'm not taking my top off, okay? Take yours or send me a picture. We'll trade. Only girls say take your top off. Guys say take your jacket off. Oh, come on. Send me a picture. That's a fair trade, right? Yeah, $20, okay? It's a table dance here. She's cute, though. Nice picture. I'm going to take my top off. Yeah. Okay. Top. That's not a top. It's a fucking jacket, okay? Top. I'm sorry, but she's funny. Yeah, seriously, I do recommend the incantations because you'll have results the next day, the next hour. It is so quick and easy to learn, and it has made people fortunes, got women for anybody who wanted them. It'll get you whatever you want. It works so well. You know, there's of course secret writing and other things that work. There's not only one thing that works. When you go to the gym, you don't only work out just your arms. You got to do everything. Okay, I see this almost done. Let's get some last good questions in there, good comments, anything you want. I will not be doing any more impersonations tonight because I just am not in the mood. Another person saying the Charles Manson audio is awesome. It is one of my favorites. Another question? Well, thank you. I can't read that question out loud. Thank you. All right. I am ending the show now. I know it's not easy to deal with. But don't forget, go on YouTube, all my YouTubes, thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. Because I am in the restricted zone on YouTube. I don't know why. I guess they don't like my message. If I went like this, I'd be all over the place. But I ain't going to do that. Anyway, thank you all for being here. And of course, we all get a blessing at the end. And I will see you, the Wednesday show will be on Wednesday. Bless you all, and I will see you next Sunday. And thank you all for watching, and thank you all for your comments and questions. And have a great evening, and a happy New Year. Good night.